In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create better home pages and landing pages using WordPress and Elementor. And this is going to be especially helpful if you're currently working your website or you're working on the redesign of your website. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly take you through this sample home page we've created for our fictional coach, Maria Ambrosio. And then we're going to show you how we would redesign the page to help her get more attention and help her stand out. So at the very top here, you have the main navigation menu, and then that's followed by your traditional hero header section where we talk about what the page is about as soon as it loads. And then after that, we have our video introduction. And then scrolling on down, we have the introduction of our coach, where she talks about herself and why she wants to help her clients. And then here we have the section on how she can help her potential clients, whether they're influencers or consultants or even other agencies, and how she can help them build their brand. And then finally, we have a section on some of the recent blog posts that she's created. And then after that, we have the footer. So let's go ahead and look at how we would redesign this page to give it more pop and give it more visual appeal so it gets more attention. And we're going to do that inside of Elementor. And so the first section, the main navigation section, we're not going to make any real drastic changes here, but what we will do is we'll add this highlighter effect so that it's a bit more clear which menu items are being selected, helping to navigate the page better. And then for the footer here, the one change that we're going to make is we're going to change the background color. We're going to change that from blue to black to give it more contrast and again to help it stand out a bit more. So now that that's done, let's add the hero header back to the page. And for this, what we've done is we've added something called hero typography. And this is a web design trend where you have these really big, bold, and creative fonts. And so it really helps you stand out and helps you get more attention. And again, it just adds a bit more visual appeal. And what we also have done is we've added a scroll effect to that as well to highlight the effect. Now, after this section, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the video introduction. And for that, we have essentially just added our video. And it's important to remember that your video is a part of your web design. So you want to make sure that it's a good video and that it really complements your site and really gives people what they're looking for. And so videos can really enhance the experience of the site. And so that's why they're very, very important if you use them. And so after this section, we are going to introduce Maria. We're going to introduce our coach. And instead of using a typical photograph, which is what a lot of people use, what I've done is I've gone ahead and added a cutout of Maria so that she sort of pops out more. And then I've added this blue circle in the background so that it really highlights her even more and sort of makes her a bit more dimensional, right? And so this is really important because you just want to look different from most pages. Most pages will use a typical photograph, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we want to add to the visual appeal, the visual design of this page. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to show how Maria can help her clients. And for that, instead of the typical 3-column layout that we had before, we're going to add another video. Because again, videos are very engaging and they can really explain a lot without having to come up with like a complicated design. And what we have done though is we've added another pattern background here to sort of really add more emphasis for the video. Now, after this section, what we're going to do is we're going to add our first call to action. And calls to actions are very powerful because it helps you direct your visitors where you want them to go, whether that's filling out a form or going to another area of your website. And so for this call to action, we're going to include an illustration. And illustrations are also really hot right now. And again, they're different from your typical photograph. And so, using an illustration can really help you stand out and get more attention. And it makes things look a little different, makes things look a bit more fresh and more modern. And so you can have this type of illustration designed, or you can actually create it yourself using some of the tools that are out there. So now that we've added our call to action, what we want to do is the last section that we want to add is our recent blog posts. And for this section, what we've done is we've, instead of the typical 3-column blog post that you had before, I'm adding this card layout here so that it sort of looks a bit more modern. And to help it pop out, I've actually added a pattern for the background so that it sort of adds to the effect. And so this can really help you improve the visual design of your pages. And so let's take a look at what that actually looks like when it's full screen. So let's go all the way up to the top, and you can see how just with a few changes, we've instantly refreshed the design and made it something a bit more modern to get more attention and keep people on our page. And so this is how I would essentially go about redesigning this homepage, adding elements that really are more modern and more up to date. And if you're interested in this kind of thing, if you're interested in learning how to build better websites that help you get more attention, help you build an audience and get more customers and clients, I've created a special training that shows you a simple 3-step formula that designers use to create professional websites for their clients. And the best part is you don't have to know anything about design, and you can do this using WordPress and Elementor. So to get the free training, just click on the link below to sign up for the class. And I'll also send you my design checklist so you'll be able to take that and use it for creating your next website. So go ahead and click the link below, and I'll see you on the next page.